Hallo mein Freunds, ich bin Greg TMR. Ich bin Autobahn Borussia Dortmund Bayern Munich. Ich bin Arsenal Pilsner, ich bin Beer52, ich can 5 beers. Ich can subscribe, like and comment. Ich entschuldige Chwapatam. So yes, anyone that doesn't speak German, I'm Greg TMR, thank you for joining me, and we're going to get drinking some more beers. I'm excited. Make sure to go and check out part 1 where we went through these beers here. As always, make sure to subscribe. We're going to try and hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm excited. Are you? Alright, let's not waffle too much. Let's just drink some beers. Alright, that's what we're here for. Am I right? If you want an explanation as to why I'm just like this, you've got to watch part 1. I'm not going to explain it twice. Fuck me, there's a lot going on with this one, isn't there? So this beer is called Bavarian Road Trip. It is by the Yankee and Kraut brewery. This beer is 6.5% alcoholic volume, and it is described as an absurdly well-rounded, silky and flavourful beer. The bottle design, it's kind of creative, but it's also a little bit of an eyesore. I didn't actually see the name of it. Bavarian is in sort of weird, like, pyramid font. It's out there, it's different, but it doesn't really speak to me on any level. The beer is very cloudy. It's almost as cloudy as the sour beer. Go and watch part 1 to see how we got on with that one. Oh, wow. Okay, nice. That smells beautiful. It smells tropical and citrusy. It's got all the smells that I love in a beer. It smells a lot like a Brewdog IPA, actually. It smells like a punk IPA, which is one of my favourite beers, actually. So I'm very excited for this one. Prost. Happy Oktoberfest to everyone. Oh, ho, ho. Cool, wow. Wow. Okay, we've got a beer on our hands here. That is right up my alley. And I don't mean up this dress. That's a beautiful beer. I love that. I've really enjoyed that. It's one that I already want to buy again. I really enjoy this. I'll tell you for why. There's tropical notes. There's citrus notes. It's well-rounded. It's full-bodied. Wow. It is deceivingly light for a 6.5, which is very dangerous. I'm really enjoying this beer, it's gorgeous. It had me worried with the sort of tint of it, but that is just indicating how full the body is. There's so many fruity elements as well to it. My god, that's a near perfect beer. We've only had a few of those on this channel. That's a near perfect beer, ladies and gents. I can't do anything but recommend that. I'm already going to give it a rating, actually. It's got everything you want in a beer. It is strong. It's got citrus. It's got flavour. It's whole-bodied. I think we have a first on this channel, and I think that we have to give that the highest rating I've seen on this channel. That is going to be a 4.9 bottle caps out of 5. It doesn't put a foot wrong. If anything, the bottle design I wasn't too keen on. It doesn't sell me. Has no impact on the beer. The beer is gorgeous. The beer fills every quota that I put out when I'm reviewing a beer. Obviously we know that no beer is perfect. No beer is ever going to hit 5 bottle caps out of 5 to my knowledge, but this is damn close. I love that. I really love that. I'm definitely feeling a bit waved. I'm yours. Jason Mraz, whatever fucking happened to him? Fucking dickhead with the hat. Didn't he do a lot with like Curious George and then like fucked off? Oh sorry, my thing's slipping. Alright, we'll do a new challenge, okay? For anyone that isn't subscribed, that isn't convinced already, if I get this nut in my mouth, hang on. If I get this in my mouth, you have to subscribe, okay? Ready? There we go. So, subscribe please. Das nächste Bier. This next beer is called Spree Coast IPA. It is a West Coast IPA from Lemke Brewery. It is 6.9% alcoholic volume. And this beer is described as a bouquet of fully ripe oranges on the palate with refreshing tangerine and citrus flavours. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, oh, oh shit. Oh. Oh, that's what you get for showing off, mate. While we wait for the head to calm down, let's hear from our sponsors. Just kidding, there's no sponsors for this episode. Imagine this was the episode I got sponsors for, and I decided to dress up like this. A couple of weeks ago I mentioned about Beer52 not replying to my emails. Probably fair dues, isn't it, to be honest? Eating from a bucket like a human horse. I have a really funny story actually to do with this kind of situation. So I was working at a bar once, I was working behind the bar, it was like a Saturday afternoon or something, and we had one tap that was really lively that day. So anytime you'd pour, no matter how well you poured it, you'd always get a ridiculous head. And this sort of like young couple came up, boy and a girl, and you could sort of tell they were on a first date because it had that sort of first date awkwardness vibe, and they were sort of talking about each other like they were letting each other know what they're about and sort of getting to know each other. So I picked that vibe up immediately, and they both ordered this pint that was like really difficult on the tap. So I poured one of their drinks and there was like quite a bit of head. So I'm pouring it, I pour it and it like the head comes out, and I put it down in front of the girl, of course, and I said, oh, don't worry, I'll let the head settle and then I'll re-pour it. We've had a little bit of difficulty with the tap. And before I could finish my sentence, the boy sticks his finger in his ear, rubs it around, and then twists his finger in the pint glass around the head. No word of a lie. And me and the girl look at each other like,
what the fuck is that about?
And he's obviously caught us and he's like,
oh no, my dad taught me it. It's a trick to get rid of the head.
And I saw his chances of a second date go from around like 85, 90 to about 0 in the space of half a second. It was a really painful experience, but it's one that I'm prepared to tell on YouTube apparently. It stuck with me and I enjoy that story. Prost. What beer is this? I've totally forgotten. Oh no. A West Coast IPA from Berlin. What's the Berlin West Coast? To be quite honest, my only knowledge of Germany comes from the Bundesliga, to be quite honest. I mean, it certainly tastes like a strong beer. I'm very aware that it is nearly 7%. Apart from that, I'm not getting a lot. It's a tasty beer, it's nice. There's some element of hoppy, tropical flavours to it. But beyond that, I don't know, there's not a lot to it, really. Oh dear. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it'd be good if I could sit down, wouldn't it? It's one of those things of like, you don't know how pissed you are until you stand up and go to the toilet. It's that realisation of, my friend always told me a very good way of testing it. He said that the moment he knows he's drunk is when he's in the bathroom mirror and he's dried his hands and he looks at himself and he goes, that's when you know you're pissed. It's a lot like the last beer we had that was quite like a lager. It's just a little bit stronger. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't add a lot. It's like a strong lager. There's no particular tasting notes with it. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but I'm not getting a lot from it. Why the fuck am I wearing this? Jesus. I'm gonna give that a 2.4 bottle caps out of 5. It doesn't add a lot to the conversation. It's strong, but it leaves a bit of a bitter aftertaste, quite literally. Good effort, but no. Okay, we're going to go with this beer because it's quite funky. This beer is called SupaDuper IPA and it is by the UberQuell brewery. That is German and Spanish. It is 6% alcoholic volume. Oh, I need the fucking book again. I appreciate that it's in English this time, but it gives me just a load of fucking waffle. All I ask is that a beer just give me a fucking description of what it is. Imagine if you bought this and you didn't have the book. You can't just fucking carry around a book with you everywhere. Nonsense. Just tell me what is in the bit. What should I expect? It's not that difficult, is it? I'm fucking raging. What beer?
What beer is that?
I'm fucking annoyed now. I hate having to come back to this book because it makes me feel like a fucking rookie. Right, this is described as bitter, exotic, and amber. They're the first 3 words that I saw that look like descriptive words, so we're going with it, okay? You've already pissed me off. I like your bottle cap though, to be fair. It's the ooh, like Bruno. It's the smiley face. It's the nicest letter, isn't it, out of everything. What's it called? Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Fam! Hey Siri. What is the U with dots over it called in German?
In German, U with dots over it is. Du hast Punkte darüber.
Umlaut. It's an umlaut. I really like the bottle design as well. It's kind of like a funky kind of illusion kind of shit. I don't know. Why is there one that's... There's one that's green. I'm hoping that it is. And it's not just my eyes, but... That was really foamy, that beer. I don't know why. Oh, wow, okay. It's quite pineapple-y, actually.
You're such a fucking hoe. I love it.
This beer was really enjoyable, so I'm going to give it a 3.8 bottle caps out of 5. Great stuff. This next beer is called Weizen by the Buro Brewing Company. It is 5.3% alcoholic volume, and this beer is described as a beautiful example of style and super refreshing. From memory, we started off with some quite light beers, but they've got cloudier and cloudier, it feels. Claudia Winkleman. I've got a fringe like her, to be fair. I can't even fucking see what I'm doing. That's why I've been reviewing these beers so poorly. Oh, It's not a pleasant smell. Not the greatest taste either. I'm not getting anything from it. Do you know what? The thing is, Weizen, we've heard that name before, and it's only just hit me how we've heard it. It was the fucking... let me get it. It was this motherfucker. Piewee, the pineapple Weizen, wasn't it? It was that one. The funny thing is like I'm getting a similar vibe from this. Sort of flat pineapple. Fuck off. Maybe I'm being hypercritical. Maybe if it had come earlier in the box, I'd be enjoying it a bit more. But as it is, there's nothing it's adding to anything. There's a little bit of sort of flavour to it, but it's quite dampened. It's not even smooth, it's just damp. There's a little bit of pineapple with it. It's nice, but it doesn't really see it through to the end. I don't hate it, but I don't feel anything from it. It doesn't elicit any feeling. It's a very standard beer. I'd maybe give it, at a push, 2.7 bottle caps out of 5. It's a beer, and it's got a little bit of flavour, but it's damp. Has a beer ever described as damp? Has now. Oh, what a banger. Last beer. Last beer. Last beer.
Last beer.
And this next beer is called Palim Pale Ale. It is by the UberQuell brewery. It is 5.3%. And it is described as having delicious citrus and grapefruit aromas with a mild grassy finish. Again, that grassy word, I don't know what the fuck it means. Grassy knoll? JFK assassination? Is that what I'm looking for? Is it like assassination? What do I read into that exactly? I don't feel nearly as drunk as I did with the cheap beers, which indicates quality, I suppose. These are quality beers. They were all very cheap. So I feel a lot better with these. And I'm very much looking forward to dinner after this at 10:30 at night. Ooh, okay, that's a nice beer. That's an enjoyable experience, actually. You can definitely taste the alcohol. You can taste that hoppy sort of side to it, but it's enjoyable, it's beautiful. It's a really relaxing, smooth beer. The best way I could describe it is a bit of a harsher session IPA. It's a good beer to have a few times, but it lets you know that it's there. You're not going to get too carried away with it. It's very nice. I enjoy this experience of the beer. Smelling notes, there's not a lot to say really, but when you taste it, yeah, it's good. It's a nice beer. It's a pleasant experience. There's not a lot of flavours that it adds. You know, there's no... What we've seen today, there's no honey, there's no massive like nutty kind of flavours to it. Certainly no sour vibes, which is a good thing. Just got a bit of a hair though. It's a really nice beer. I've enjoyed that.
I'm sorry.
You fucking better be. Hey Siri, have you subscribed to Greg TMR?
I'm not sure I understand.
No one does. Not even people that have subscribed to Greg TMR understand what's going on. Hey Siri, should people subscribe to my YouTube channel? Yes. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there, I'll be there. Yeah, this beer is great. I really enjoyed it. Very satisfying beer. Wow, I can actually hear things properly for once. Fuck me, this whole episode I've sort of heard things. Well done. I've sort of heard things a bit muffled, but if I do that, I can hear things properly. Wow. This beer I've really enjoyed. It's been great fun. I don't know if I'm talking into the camera at the moment. I assume I am because I'm very intelligent like that. I would put it up there, to be fair. I mean, not up there, but like up there. Do you know what I mean? I think it's going to be like a 4.1 bottle caps out of 5. It's got a lot of flavour. It's stronger than your average dog. I think that was a great beer. I'm going to give that a 3.9%. Huh? Have I forgot my own beer rating system? Yes, I have. 3.9 bottle caps out of 5. Finito. And that concludes Oktoberfest. I hope you've all had a great time with me, your flirty Fraulein and sexy barmaid Georgina TMR. I've had a great time. We've reviewed some brilliant beers. They've been brilliant on the whole. Do you know what I mean? We've had some disappointing beers in the last couple of weeks. We've resurrected my hope in Beer52 this month. I'm very happy. I hope you're happy. I hope you've enjoyed your beer boxes if you've got them yourself. And I hope you've enjoyed the video, lads and lasses. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Check out the rest of the content. We've got a lot planned for the next couple of weeks. It's going to be exciting. Make sure you're involved. Subscribe to Greg TMR. As always, I have been Greg TMR. You've been amazing. And I'll catch you in the next one.
You're such a fucking hoe, I love it. Your boyfriend is a dork, make loving.
Smashed it, mate. Smashed it up.